In this lecture, we are going to start looking at the depth-first search graphing algorithm. This algorithm is going to start at a root node, which we are going to pass into it, and then it's going to explore as far as possible along each branch before backtracking. So there's a couple of things that we need. The first thing we need is a starting vertex. And the second thing that we need is to make sure that we track the vertices that we have visited. So make sure to track visited vertex. So we can create a simple graph, and we'll say A, C, B, and then we will connect both to D. We'll go from D to E, E to F, to G, back to E. And we will take E to H, H will go to I, J, and K. K will go to L, and L will connect back to E. So A will be our starting vertex. So we will go A, and then we can either go to C or to B. We will pick B since it shows up first in the alphabet. So we will go A to B, D, E. From E, we can go to H, L, F, and G. So we'll go F to G, following the same criteria as before with what character shows up first. And since we're at G, we don't go back to E this way, we backtrack, so we go from G to F, back to E, and from E, we now go to H, which we will now be able to visit I, J, and K, and from K, we can get to L, and from L, we see that we're back to E. Well, we go backtrack now, so we go L to K, to H, to E, to D, to B, to A, and the last vertex we need to visit is C. So now we finally make it to C. So as you saw, what we did there is we started out at our starting node, and we tried to get as deep into the graph as possible to visit all of our nodes before we branched out from A to our other C. So that was the last node, the last vertex we needed to visit. If we look at one more, we will say 1, 2, 3, and then from 2 we will go 4, 5, 3 will go to 6, and 3 will go to 7. So if we start out at 1, we will say 1, 2, and then we will visit 4 and 5, and now that we have hit all the vertices over here, we begin backtracking. So we'll go from 5 to 2 to 1, and now we'll go to 3, and now we can hit 6 and 7. And what we'll do with this graph is this will be our test graph when we begin testing our depth-first search implementation in the next lecture.